Hello everyone and welcome to another Pick a Card reading, which is going to be a Pick a Splatter reading, but this is where now I've made a different choosing criteria, if that even makes sense. So yeah, I hope like this. Yeah. So there are 4 little stones here. So if you would like to take a couple of seconds to look at the 4 stones, I don't think they're precious stones, so these are just little stones. And then choose one which appeals to your intuitive senses the most. And then we'll get straight to the reading, and you can find the timestamps in the description of the video and also in the comment. And also, after you choose the stone and we'll do the coffee thing, I'm going to draw some tarot cards and an oracle card for you. So if you need more time, just pause please. I'm not very well prepared for this. Okay. So then it's this one, this whitish stone. That stone. This is the paper. This is the coffee. This is the thread. Okay. So now, as the thread soaks up the coffee, just allow your mind to get lost so your unconscious can project something, because you do need to charge my work here with your unconscious energy, because otherwise nothing will project. And it doesn't matter that temporally, so to speak, we are a little bit apart, because this is present for me, but past when you guys are going to watch this. But the spirit, that's not a big problem for the spirit. It's like present. Take this as us being present, as almost like you're watching it live. So yeah. And then we'll close it. So then the letters B, if these speak anything, and the number 6, B and 6, someone here is definitely at a kind of crossroads, and even like a roller coaster, because there is an area of life which is like a permanent up and down, and you just want stability. Okay, so yeah. I'll show you guys in a second. I'm not even sure what to make of it at first glance. It does look, to me at least, like the embrace of your ancestors. I see your ancestors uniting as one and just giving you a big hug. Grandparents or great-grandparents for some people, for others still going so far back that you would not care or remember of the identity of the person, but since that person is a spirit, and it, you know, just for those who are Mercurials, so Gemini Virgo, a very strong Gemini Virgo placement, Mercury activated. Um, the ancestors, this is where, even if they're reincarnated, because you might be questioning this, because I know Mercurials, because I'm one, it doesn't matter, because the spirit is timeless. The spirit is still the spirit. The spirit is still there when you're alive right now. That is why it's very easy for another being to connect to your spirit. You know, it's not as hard as members of the same species are kind of connected to the same spirit, the guide spirit, or who they make their leader. And I do hope or believe that for humanity it's Christ who is the king, the prime consciousness, the spirit, or so. Anyway, doesn't matter. So the ancestors, you may be someone into shamanism, you may be someone working with druidism or earth magic, maybe deeply spiritual. This is where life truly, maybe you were someone who relocated as well, because life many times took you up and down. It was like your whole life was a kind of retrograde where you did something and it went a certain path, then it stopped, then it went back even further than before, and then back and forth like this. Even your spiritual journey, yet exactly the path of the alchemist. How you want to translate the lived experiences back and forth and stuff like that. Okay, that's maybe technically true, but the experience and wisdom that you gained, now that's something else. Now that was worth every back and forth. Back and forth sometimes is like when your soul and the spirit, exactly what I was saying, pauses the video of your life and rewinds it to watch it again. But this is where in a quantum reality you don't watch it again, you kind of fix it, rewrite it, and sometimes it comes back in cycles. Anyway, in this cycle, the spirits of your ancestors are truly embracing you. Now if you look at it reversed, I don't know what I see really. If reversed, it doesn't make sense at all. I hope that you guys can see it, and I'm not just speaking here with the paper in my hand, but you guys. So yeah, and let me turn it around. You can just print screen or pause, sorry, when you get a good angle or when it is relevant to you. But now I'll turn it back to me, sorry. But I have to do the interpretation, but I hope you guys interpret it for whatever it is for you and whatever you see here. Because not what I say counts really, what you guys see. Maybe an engagement, I see rings, a butterfly, freedom. Maybe you need to choose if you want to be free or engaged. But anyway, I'll just put this here. Let's pull a couple of tarot cards for you guys. So yeah. Three of Coins and Empress reversed. Now, I'm not sure how exactly this correlates, oh, maybe it does, to this. Oh, the roller coaster ride. But it can also be a fun park, really. And fun park it is because Three of Coins. So the Three of Coins represents that you have big purposes, you have big things going on in your life, You know that you need to stay focused. You know that you need to get concentrated. You know that you need to invest a lot of energy into it, and you're doing it. But the Empress reversed says that, well, okay, but you kind of start having emotional needs. Maybe affection is part of one of the needs, or maybe it's care and nurture. We might have strong series aspect, but this is where you need a bit of nurture, or you need a bit of, yeah, the Ace of Cups reversed. So what I was saying is the Ace of Cups reversed with the Empress. Yes, exactly. Affection, care, that someone cares about you, but in a very lived way, you know, because the Empress is not just I text you, or here I'm telling, oh, I care about you, or the divine surely cares about you, even though what I say is true, it doesn't do anything, you know. But at the same time, you also need to work, you also need to keep your material situation and material life as stable as possible, build what you can, start executing your plans wherever possible, because work also gives some kind of benefits, or whatever it is that you're doing, even if this is not job or real work in that sense, but something you're constructing in your life, or spiritual work, or inner work, or whatever that kind of work, study, students, exams, and so on, or something that you're self-studying. You're a student yourself, but you're also the teacher. You're on some kind of self auto initiation journey into something. Anyway, yes, that in order to be fueled, because it can get to burnout without this Empress being satisfied, and your gender doesn't really matter, because everyone needs that kind of nurture, appreciation, care. Six of Swords, and things are, you know, moving fast forward. Life is a transition. How do you achieve this King of Coins? So, you know, being careful with your material situation, and, you know, building when everything in the world and in life feels so transitory, as in you don't even know what to expect tomorrow. It's like this today, it can be so different tomorrow. Powerful changes are definitely on the horizon for everyone. We need to readapt ourselves to a future that is basically just writing itself. Nothing can be, so it's challenging, because this King of Coins needs to do its job in the transition period. It's almost like your home is on wheels. It's okay, because that's not anything bad, but it's not easy. And the death, well, actually the death reversed, because it's reversed for me. So I'll take the death as reversed, and exactly the death reversed resurrection and the retrograde periods. Certain truth arising in your lives, a powerful psychological regeneration, because I do believe that the purges already took place. Maybe this May, maybe last November last year. Changes and purges and heavy stuff, and for some people the heavy psychological purges even manifesting physically, as in an illness, an abscess, a bad tooth, something. So, and now after that purge, regeneration, and even regeneration in a transition period is difficult because it's uncomfortable, and regeneration kind of needs comfort. Full reversed. you're ready. How should I say? You're ready to take the leap. You're ready for the next. You're ready for the new. You're so ready for the next chapter and for the 1, 0, 1, the magician moment, where the magician has control. The magician knows what it's doing. The fool doesn't. The fool is navigated just by going with the flow. So sometimes life feels very upside down. The bad kind of fool moment. When you even question your serenity or what are you doing? Like, what are you really doing? And you're just riding the wave. That's the only answer you can give yourself. So, where is... Six of Coins, but you're supported. You're support, but you also need to give. You need to give your strength, you need to give your energy, you need to give your commitment, you need to give your talent. Whatever it is that's more valuable to each and every individual listening to this, that's what you have to invest now. Divinely almost. So you can make sure that this Three of Coins is more than fruit bearing. That it's actually bounty bearing. Bountiful. It's not just a harvest, it's a bountiful, blessed harvest. So you need to give spiritually as well. If there is a place you need to visit, and I'm not saying the other side of the world, other continent, other country, something reasonable. If there is a place, a monument, a church, if there is something you have to visit, maybe that is when you have to do it. Of course, there is tribute to your ancestors as well, because in my part of the world, Eastern Europe, the Day of the Dead is coming, so Halloween in, for example, other parts of the world, and everyone kind of celebrates it at the same time, and it's about either the supernatural or death or the spirits. So give tribute to your ancestors like that, or, you know, prayers, gratitude, burn incense, give to the spirit. Also give to yours. Yeah. And the card that popped is faith. So yeah, but Taurus, feeding your faith, nurturing your spiritual stability and integrity. So now let's pull an oracle card. Be spontaneous. The imagery is absolutely beautiful. So exactly what I said, in an ever-changing future, in a transition, massive, global, collective transition period. So individually, even this is maybe the problem in your life. Collectively, it's a big transition period. Individually, for you, it's a building and stability period. So it feels like a friction, like a conflict between your instinct and what's available out there. But the two can be good bedfellows, because there are opportunities out there. Be like a praying mantis slash, or can, especially if you're a Cancer native, the crab with the pincers, or Scorpio, for example, because you have tools to seize the opportunity in a flash, in an instant, and make it and grab hold. Scorpio, pincers, and also the tail. Cancer, powerful claws. I kind of forgot what I said before Cancer, sorry guys. So, anyway, be like that. Seize, grab the opportunity, be spontaneous. Because, you know, that's how you achieve stability in an unstable world. Vulnerability, and it makes you vulnerable, because this is a heavy inner friction. because you're going with the flow and all of that, and you totally understand and get it, that it's a transition collectively, that it's supposed to be unstable and the future is really now ever changing. Yet you also understand that for you, your biological clock, for your astrological clock, the time is here for you to have some stability in your life, some peace, some roots maybe. And be gentle with, for this you need to be gentle with yourself. And maybe that's why your ancestors are helping you to get that stability. Maybe a gift of a small land, a small property, a gift of a small workshop, or I don't know, a small gift coming in your life, but know that's from your ancestors, gifting you something kind of palpable to exactly help you when you feel vulnerable, to make you feel that you have something, a symbol of stability, because that will help you massively. Because right now, as I said, this is the situation. You're rooting yourself, but in a very unstable world, so into quicksand. You won't withhold the storm like this, but you're very adaptable. You have wines everywhere. So you're okay. You're okay. You're absolutely okay. You're doing this and you're gonna do it. And work won't drive you insane because the Empress is also gonna be fulfilled. So thank you everyone who chose this. Oh. So until next time, bye for now. Which one is next? Hello everyone who has chosen this stone, and I'm not sure if this is the second one or which number it is, but you know, it's this stone. I know I'm not helping you guys, neither am I helping you myself, and I also admit that I mixed it up, but I'm also hoping for divine guidance, so let this be the second one, so it will be number 2. This stone, whoever chose this will be the second. I hope. Okay. So, like usual, I'm going to take the thread and place it into the coffee to have a good soak. And I have to distract your mind so your unconscious can project. I was saying a lot of things for the previous pile, for the previous stone, which I wanted to say to you guys as well as an intro while I was soaking this in the coffee, but I forgot. I don't even know what I was talking about to them, so I'll just improvise here. So this is important because your unconscious needs to project, and yes, I remember what I was saying to them is that in timeline, even if you guys listening to this is the past for me, because you give your energy here, it's timeless, so we're still connected, so this is still a valid projection. But of course it will depend on how many chose this stone, the second one, how many people are even watching this or are interested in this. Some people, for example, might prefer just astrological content. Anyway, so let's do this. This got a little bit entangled, so I don't know. I hope it worked. I do see some scissors here. So that means for those who chose this second, scissor cutting. Scissor. I'm sorry. It means cord cutting. Oh my goodness. Now this to me truly looks like a lady. Two elderly ladies turning their backs on each other. Can you see the old woman in the picture? This is her necklace, nose, and her hair done like, I don't know how you call those, bun or something like that. Or a man bun. But anyway, they're turning their backs on one another, so this definitely means walking away. And I do believe that maybe this is either a mother, a female mommy issues. I'm so sorry, but this is the best, easiest way to describe what I feel. And don't take it personally, because every male will have mommy issues, as in, even women have mommy issues. Everyone has mommy issues. Even if your mom was a saint. Even if your mom was like perfect. But this can also mean any female. If you're a male, this can mean a divorce. It can mean bye-bye to a girlfriend, bye-bye to a soulmate. I don't know, a grandmother. But this can also be like any kind of core cutting, where you remove a toxic person from your life who may be a family member, or you may be connected one way or another. So please just give me a couple of seconds to look at it a bit and let me turn it around. If you turn it around, it kind of looks like bat wings or freedom, liberty, but where you kind of glide. Gliders. Does that even make sense? Or angel wings. Ripped out wings. Maybe, and this is the blood. Definitely a symbol of liberty. Wow. So basically you're saying bye to the past. You're saying goodbye to something that has been weighing you down. Maybe a trauma, a memory, a childhood issue you're truly coming to terms with. That you're no longer that person who you were. You just operate that out from you, and you say goodbye to a painful part of your past perhaps. And you get your wings back. Or maybe because you say goodbye to the past, someone else comes unexpected, a kiss, an unexpected kiss that will set you free. Okay, I'll show it again in both angles, and then if you want you can just pause the screen and just I hope you interpret it, because that's the goal. You also have to interpret it for yourself. And then I'm gonna place it down and start drawing tarot. Maybe something to do with an inheritance as well. So we have the Knight of Swords, the Chariot, and Two of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords is where you have a plan. You are able to do something. So, the Knight of Swords is that which depends on you. And that's possible. You have the plan. The Chariot, triumph, victory, power, forward movement, and even emotionally fueling yourself to go forward, move forward, advance. And there is power here. Whatever, if this is a life change, if this is relocation, if this is growing, if you have a business, If you are or have any lucrative thing in your life, you can imagine that sometimes choosing to grow is a risk itself. Sometimes not to grow is a stable, sweet struggle. Choosing to grow might have a lot of, how should I say, pluses, yet it's also a risk. And sometimes, even if the pluses are guaranteed, Two of Swords, who with? And sometimes who with, you have to look deep inside yourself. Who are you growing into? Because you need to provide for the needs of that person, not who you were. So you need to think differently. You need to judge differently. This Mercury retrograde season is going to be ultra important for you. If I'm not mistaken, 9th of September to the 3rd of October, 2nd, 3rd of October, this might be a very important autumn for you, and the reason is why you don't know, why you feel a certain uncertainty despite this, is because there's big decisions that you have to choose, and these decisions are not desperate. That's why it's difficult for you, because it's not desperate. It's, what do you choose? And you don't know what to choose because you don't know partially who you are. Yes, the Hangman reversed. Out of your cocoon, out of your bubble, you need to rediscover who you are in this new reality, in this new, I don't know, way of being. Justice reversed. Exactly. Something from the past comes back in your life. A review. Maybe for some people even legal cases. Sun reversed as well. Something that you need to close with the old self. And the King of Cups, a support, a healing. Either emotional support, your father, for example, helps you. Either a healer, an older male, a best friend, a healer male energy, whoever that may be in your life, even if this is your dog. Why not? But for other people, it's their fathers. For other people, it's, whatever. A support. But you for yourself, for example. But this is where you need to truly close certain chapters of the old self. See? It's really, really important. Sun in Libra. This Libra season. New moon in Libra, for example. It's 25th of September, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you need to move on. When you make certain decisions, but as I said, the reason is why you're waiting, and maybe the universe is keeping you waiting, or things in your life, is because you need to live this Mercury retrograde season to rediscover who you are, to be able to make certain choices, because these are options, preferences, yet still extremely important because they're for the longer term. So it's not like you can go back tomorrow. Like, even if it's a simple thing as dyeing your hair when your hair is very, very long and you invested years into it, you're not gonna dye it purple just like this. You're gonna really think it through. So that's, as silly as that is, you can imagine it fits perfectly because someone invested a lot of years into that, So that kind of thing, when you're doing a major preference, it's not the end of the world. It's okay, not that impacting, but it still is. It is. You know what I mean? Because you will need to get your show on the road. Either relocation, either a relationship, either something. If you're a male, for example, truly your family, getting your family, finding a partner and having a family, or anything. of this nature where you take control of the direction in your life. And the autumn might be very important, very, very important. Let's see what the oracle cards say. Yep. Clear out the old, and that's so Mercury retrograde, going retrograde from Libra, 8 degrees of Libra, on to 23 of Virgo. So Virgo, Mercury retrograde, Virgo segment. That's definitely that's physically, emotionally, mentally, daily ritual wise, health wise, eating habit wise, what this is. Clearing out the old. Be true to your heart. You see the boats here? Now if a place calls you over the sea, what do you do? And you have value in your hands. So this is where your decisions matter. You see the peacock. For some people, the peacock is their totem animal. Juno in your chart may mean something important or maybe conjunct something right now. There is Juno in your chart. Or, are you an oracle? Are you a seer? Because then you are the value and your gifts are a value. And where do you go? Where do you take them next? Keep your dreams alive. But this is this. So her greatest treasure was the dreams. So wherever you're going, if this is physical relocation, if this is taking something to the next level kind of going, if this is a spiritual, philosophical journey, you'll learn something, for example, or any kind of journey, you need that to fuel your dreams, fuel your fantasy, imagination, creativity. Creativity might be required of you. Maybe you will either have children or work with children, or some family member will have children, spend a lot of time with children. So a child will really teach you the meaning of keeping your dreams alive. Celebrate differences and illumination. Celebrate differences, exactly. Look back at how your old life and old self was, how different, and how your new illuminated self. So yeah, I think this is it for you guys. So thank you so much for listening, and until next time, bye for now. Hello everyone who has chosen this stone, this little black stone. To me, this is the third one. I hope I get it right. So let us dip this into the coffee, and you guys allow your unconscious to project. So please keep your mind distracted. And as I was saying to every pile, it doesn't matter that there's temporal difference between us. That for me, when you guys are listening to it, is the past timeline. No, these kind of projections don't respect the linearity of time, so we are still present. It's almost being live, but by spirit. So I'll give a few more dips, and then I'm going to let it tell the story. So Just give me a few seconds. 8, the number 8, the infinity symbol, the reverse 8, pretzel, if that even makes sense. Maybe you love pretzel. Well, anyway. I'm not quite sure, because this is an interesting one. Well, first of all, what I can see is that you guys love music. Or maybe you're learning music, or you're discovering your musical talents. Where is Maki Maki and Quawar in your charts? Perhaps. Maybe you guys have strong Mercuries. You might be Mercurials. Because to me, this is the monkey and the legend of the Monkey King. You guys are mentally, spiritually, emotionally extremely agile. Very, very, very agile. Your mind can truly go to places where most people can't, and your imagination and even emotion, you guys have a depth to you. Because that is what in the monkey's legend, the ocean of infinite depths means. So monkey, very, very agile. You were like a, not physically, ethereally or karmically, an acrobat in life. Like you really, really, really had to survive. And you done it with such grace and mastery. I also see like a sultan, maybe that the Arab world, the Arab culture, the magic or mysticism, astrology of the ancient Arab world means something to you guys. Maybe you're into hypnotism, mesmerism, projection of the third eye, mentalist, are studying something like that. Because ultimately you might have skills, so you need to value it. Maybe you had a Kundalini awakening. Maybe you have problems with your digestive tract, stomach, bowels, etc. Vulnerability to it. Yeah, I don't know. So let's draw a couple of tarots. Sorry guys, it's raining outside and it's making me so slow. Okay, the Emperor. 10 of Swords reversed. 7 of Swords. Devil reversed. Queen of Coins reversed. Well, this is where you need to take control of a lot of things in your life. The Emperor, first of all. Jupiter in the sign of Aries. So this is a period where you really, really need to step up your game, regardless of how difficult right now life is. This 10 of Swords reversed is where certain closures, certain completions need to take place. And the Seven of Swords tells us this is where you either have to step out of social media, of, take the Seven of Swords in this case as the moon in Aquarius. What does that mean? Everything that might distract your soul emotionally, because we all belong somewhere, even as souls. There's like a grid, how should I say, where we're part of it. So collective fear, collective emotional wishy-washiness, collective this and that influences all of us. So sometimes we need to cut that out. Cut certain people out, cut certain friends out, cut certain customers out, I don't know, clients or whatever it is. Cut certain people out, and that's painful, that's difficult. And also, maybe it is the fear that's keeping you, that you're gonna struggle. If you radically change certain things in your life, where you cut it out, where you execute the Ten of Swords, as in it's done, bye bye, as in the end. Here it is, the end from your perspective. So maybe that's why it never happened. The fear that you're not gonna do well. Maybe someone is under your care as well. What are you gonna do? But the devil reversed, it's falling apart. Control is falling apart. This is where, like it or not, you'll be guided towards freedom. So have no fear. Because why the monkey? Oh, okay. Empress, Ten of Coins, Page of Swords. Okay, these cards. Justice Sun, Two of Swords, Six of Swords. So what this says is support is there, everything that you need, including the Empress, the joy of the five senses, whatever that means, is there, but it's probably things in your life need to mature to get to there, and that means a couple of weeks, couple of months, maybe the maximum 10 months, the minimum now, Virgo season. Something in your life needs to mature, and then you see justice, a right choice, a right decision, happiness, being okay, finally being okay. And Two of Swords, turning a blind eye to the Six of Swords, to all of the doom and gloom and everything that is not okay in other people's lives, even in your life, even in the world. This is where, okay, that's absolutely true, and you're helping with that. But when it comes to you and your life, you don't need to live this. This is what you owe to yourself, to finally be happy. And I don't know how, that Ten of Coins, but it's coming. That stability that you need in order to take away your fear of the Five of Coins. That if you don't serve, or if you cut very intensely if you just isolate yourself and get rid of everyone, you'll starve to death. But no, there is something there. There will be. So keep hope alive. As I said, the Monkey King. You don't know your own strength. Just wait for it, because you almost have it figured out. So this, be your best self always. Exactly, don't worry. Don't worry, it will come to you. As in, I'm not saying to take a leap of faith and then don't worry. No, the opposite. Wait a little bit more. Try to balance yourself out, because help is coming definitely. So hold on. Do the very, very best that you can in the now. Whatever the now demands of you. Be true to your heart. Exactly, to know what you desire. To know. That's why it's uncomfortable. Because you know what you don't no longer want in your life. So you're true to your heart. but you're in the uncomfortable phase because you can't physically eliminate it yet. Keep your dreams alive. So exactly, do not give up. Let love be your beacon. You're almost there at the finish line. Maybe make a wish. Maybe you already done something in the spring or when this dandelion was flowering, which will reverberate back into your life in such a way that you will not even believe it. Something that you've done already returns to your life. So amplify your positive emotions. So yeah, this is what I have to say for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, bye for now. Hello everyone, for who chose the last and final stone, this little yellowish stone. To be totally honest with you, I don't know which order it was when I started this recording, but I'm sure you are forgiving me already if I mixed it up. So I have to distract your attention in order for your unconscious to project, and please allow it to project, even though when you'll be watching the video, for me that's the past already, the past timeline. So it doesn't matter, because for the consciousness, time does not necessarily have to be linear. You're still projecting here, even if you haven't seen this yet. So I'll give it a couple of more dips. Then I'll put it on here. Let's see if we get something. Some letters. Q, the letter Q. EQ, emotional coefficient. If I'm not EQ or something like that. If that is relevant for anyone, Daisy, a daisy, if marigold. So let me show you as well. Of course, you can pause. You can just take a screenshot or print screen and then analyze and interpret for yourself, which I also highly encourage, because what I'm doing is just, a guidance helping you. But maybe whatever your unconscious says to you is much more relevant. So now I'm gonna take a few seconds myself to see what I can decipher from here. An egg. I do see an egg. And an egg usually means, now if someone has fertility issues or they are nearing the age of 40 and they're actually, even if they're male or female, just that males have a bit more time. If you're nearing that age where you're asking yourself, am I gonna have children in this incarnation? Because, it's about the last moments that I can biologically do this universe. So if you guys are in this, yeah, somehow it will get there. And I'm not exactly sure how, because if you guys are a couple and struggling with this, or you were told that one of you is infertile, go to, I don't know, Mount Athos, for example, at the Shrine of the Holy Mother, and I can guarantee that it will be fixed like that. But this is an example. There are many shrines of the Holy Mother that can do this exact same thing. Or if you're a male and the egg is a child that you already raised, and so the child is already big, and you're imagining that, am I ever gonna have a love life after? Because been a father. I am a father, but you right now you're not just a father. You're also yourself, and that's kind of uncomfortable. That okay, I was a dad all my life, but now I'm also have to be me. So what am I gonna do? So if you're like that, don't worry, because you'll be okay. Love will come into your life again. So okay, the Christmas time will be important for you guys. Let's pull some tarot. I don't know why, but this song, I Will Love Again, keeps popping up in my mind. Does this mean anything relevant to some of you guys? As in the lyrics of the song, or I don't know. The Moon, Queen of Swords reversed, Emperor. Oh, this Emperor kept haunting me all day long. So the Ten of Swords reversed, Emperor. It's not over yet. I think this is going the direction I'm no, actually, yes it is. So for some of you guys, that egg replace the relationship or fathership or whatever I said with your project, with your work, with your career, whatever that egg is, as in that which really needs to hatch and grow, that which you need. Work reverse, Three of Coins reverse, that which you sacrificed for. Who you sacrificed? For example, this can be a family. This can be a child. I sacrificed for this child. So the Three of Coins reversed can depict very well if you have this paternity situation. Or for example, if fertility issues, the treatment didn't work. Well, why would it work again? Because it would. Maybe December is very important. Christmas. Jupiter in Pisces, and Jupiter goes back. Meet Jupiter, the Wheel of Fortune, and this is Jupiter in Pisces, the Nine of Coins, Nine of Cups. Sorry, Nine of Cups. So when this goes back in December, if I'm not mistaken, in Pisces, at 29 degree, that's a powerful retrograde wish fulfillment moment. So maybe that is gonna be a big moment for you guys, that you will get the fruit of your labor. So Three of Coins reversed, you don't need to work anymore. Or a big work is over. Or you're no longer an apprentice, you're a master, and you better step into the shoes. Work-wise, career-wise, harvesting something, but you can only harvest it if you are man enough or woman enough to step into the role. And the Two of Coins reversed and Four of Cups reversed. It's not gonna be what you think. It's not gonna be a struggle, but neither is your social situation gonna stay the same, if whatever that means to you. So this is where, for example, if you're looking for a partnership and you think, oh, it's impossible for me to have love again because let's face it, it's really physically impossible because of so many reasons. You don't know what the future holds. Yeah, exactly what I said. Four of Coins reversed. Uprooting. Even your worth and value, self-worth and self-value, you don't know. Let go. Allow everything that wants to die to die. Let go of the expectations of what will hatch from the symbolic egg and move forward. The chariot. Move forward. Move forward. So let's draw some oracle cards for you guys. Shift your energy. Exactly. Shift it away from what you do not have, you cannot have, what it's too late, whatever scares you, shift your energy away from that. Infinite blessing, again, the winter. I'm Hungarian ethnic origin, and for Hungarians in Hungarian culture, instead of Santa Claus on the 24th, 20/25th of December, it's the angel from the heaven that delivers the gifts and whatever. So maybe December will be a massive time for blessings. Vulnerability. This means your rest. Rest within your innocence and peace. It means that you will get something by then which will make you comfortable and no longer hide your vulnerability. Your vulnerability will be, like a jewel, worn like a jewel, like a crown, like a new experiences and possibilities. So exactly, you need to step up your game. You need to accept your mastery, that you're no longer an apprentice. You need to do what you need to do because a lot of new things await you. A lot of new things. Maybe even a relocation or a visit, either to Glastonbury or, I don't know, England, Cornwall. Some of you guys might be called by England or Scotland. Interesting. A spirit, a soul, a journey for your soul as well. One more. Okay, you guys convinced me. One more. This came out for almost every pile. Amplify your positive emotions because they leave ripples. Be as positive, but when I say positive, not the toxic, ridiculous, stupid positivity, but rather the hope and faith and the light at the end of the tunnel. Even if your situation is doom and gloomy and darkness, there is still something that sanctifies whatever you're going through. Then that is that small light for you. Anyway, so this is the reading. Thank you everyone for listening. Thank you everyone for tuning into my reading. Thank you for all the love, all the support. Thank you for keeping me alive. And until next time, bye for now.